Let's start working with the for loop, everyone. So let's say the for loop has a syntax for initialization, let's say conditional operation, and we have increment and decrement. Bracket close, and you have a body of for loop. So this is the basic syntax for the for loop. We have initialization, conditional operation, increment and a decrement operation. So let us try to understand what is this each. Initialization means initial value. Initial value. Conditional operation means checking the condition. Like that we did in if else condition. Checking whether the condition is satisfied. True. Increment and decrement means increase or decrease the value. Now we'll see some examples and then things will be more clear for us. Let's say for the first example, I just want to do for example. Let's write one example. Write a program to print your name for 20 times. Okay, we want to write a program to print your name for 20 times. So let's say we'll just follow the syntax: initializations, conditional operation, increment and decrement operation. So let's say here I can have integer I equals to 0, which is the initial value. I define a variable integer I. You could have integer I itself, and then I'm going to use for loop for I equals to 0, which means this is the initial value. Initial value of I is 0, and I'm taking the condition if I is greater than 10, let's say 20, and I plus plus. I plus plus means increment the value of I by 1 every time the condition is true. And I'm going to just write the name here. Okay, perfect. We can have integer I for I equals to 0, I less than or I less than 20, I plus plus. I think I made a wrong statement here, everyone. Let me make it I less than 20. Not greater than 20 because less than 20. So then my condition will be correct. Now let's see what does this mean here. Here I equals to 0 means initialization. Okay, let's say here I equals to 0 means initialization. Initialization means the initial value of I is set to 0. I is less than 20. Now this is a conditional operation, and this is going to check whether I is smaller than 20. Okay, this is going to check whether I is smaller than 20, and I plus plus means increase the value of I if I is less than 20. Okay, so increase the value of I if I is less than 20. That means if this condition is true, if this condition is true, the value of I will increase by 1. Now let me show you the output. Let me show you this view in a real program how it works. So did you have some basic idea? Did you get some basic insight? Did you get some basic insight of what for loop is about? Just some basic idea. If you are getting it, right yes. If you're not getting it, right no. Just mention in the chat box. Don't feel hesitation to write no. If you do not get it, write no. If you get it, write yes. And please confirm. Please confirm, everyone. If you are not getting it, please write no. If you're getting it, write yes. Can you please confirm? I hardly get any confirmation from anyone. It's very small. Taking a long time. If you're not getting the stuffs, write no. Yes, okay. Shimon, please confirm, everyone, because I just want the confirmation from your end. If you're not getting, write no. If you're getting, write yes. Savita, no. Absolutely. Right. Avinav, yes. Sachin, Casey, no. Okay. So it's not easy to understand. It's not easy to understand for everyone in the very first attempt. Okay. So let me explain you this again in terms of programming, and then you will understand a bit. So let me start now with a new program. Let me start with console and let me name it as a ForLoop 01. Okay. So let's say I define a variable as to I equals to 0, I less than 20, I plus plus. Let's say now you will not be able to understand this program very easily. Now let me explain it first. So let me just you need to be more interactive here, everyone. Then I can fully find out whether you are understanding it or not. So let me just say, what is the initial value of 5? What is the initial value of 5? What is the value of 5 initially? Just quickly write your answers in your chat box. What is the initial value of 5? What do you think is the initial value of 5? Sachin, okay. Neeraj 0, Sachin 0, Akash Kim 0. Yeah, initial value of 5 is 0. And now this is checking. Is 0 less than 20? Is 0 less than 20? Yes. Only Neeraj is telling me it is yes. 0 is less than 20. Then what should I do? Increase the value of I by 1. Okay, then what am I doing? Increasing the value of I by 1. And now what is the new value of I? What is the new value of I then? If I is increased by 1, what is the new value of I? 1. 1. Absolutely. Then what this will do now is here, this will go at this part and this is going to write console.writeLine Vinod Shah. Okay. But again this will go up. Now I is no longer 0. What was the value of I? The value of I was now 1. Is 1 less than 20? Is 1 less than 20? Right? Yes. Then what should be the new value of I? 2. Absolutely. This is going to print it again. What is the value of I here now? 2. Is 2 less than 20? Is 2 less than 20 or not? Yes. Then what is the new value of I? 3. Then this will print this one. And this will repeat and till then this goes, let's say we reached a point that this is 19. Is 19 less than 20? Is 19 less than 20 or not? Yes. Then what will be the new value of I? So what will be the new value of I? Savita 20, 7 20, yes 20. So this is going to print it for y equals to 19. Now this will go here and this is now going to tell that I equals to 20. Is 20 less than 20? No, absolutely no. Once this condition is false, this will not be executed, this will not be executed, and this will come out of this body. This will come out of the body and this will come here. And your output is still displayed onto the screen. Now, do you have some basic idea? Now, did you understand this, everyone? How the loop is working? Neeraj, yes. Savin, yes. Prajwal, yes. Savita, yes. Rest of you, please confirm. If you still do not get it, do not hesitate to write no. Okay, so you have got it, everyone. So very great. Let's run and check. So you can see, now let me count how many values I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. I have 20 value. Okay. Now let me change the way that I print the value. For example, now I just want to print something like this. 0 and down. And here I just want to, instead of this, I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So here I can go and write I. But if I print I, the value of I will begin with 0, so I am going to make I plus 1. That means the value will be 0 plus 1, that means 1, 1 plus 1, that is 2, 3, 4, up to 20. So let me run and execute this again. Now you will see the values have been now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 20. Absolutely. And we got the value till 20. Now let us try to analyze each and every line. Let me put a breakpoint here. And let me run it. Up to now here it's nothing out here. Let me press enter. So let me just do something like this here. And this came here. Initial value of I is now 0. You can see it's showing you 0. It went out here. It printed this line. It went here at the end. So I value is now still 0. Again this went up here. It checked this value. Now this is checking whether I is less than 20. And this will continue itself. See how this will continue. You can check each and every line. Same time, this one also, let me see. Yeah, and finally when it is 20, this is coming out here and your screen is on hold. So now no more execution takes place. That's it. Let me delete the breakpoint. So I hope you have a very good understanding of this for loop. right? So you got it for loop. So now let's get into more cases. Let's say now I want to print all those numbers from 1 to 100. I want to print the number from 1 to 100. Let me start with a new program. And I want to print the numbers from 1 to 100. Just 1 second, everyone. Let me just have a small call here. Hello. हजुर ठिक छ ठिक छ दाइ म सम्झिरहेको छु कि सम्झिरहेको छु हैन मलाई पनि मार्केट जानुपर्ने छ एकजनासँग पैसा उठाएर म तपाईँ कहीँ भेट्छु कि हैन म यहाँ अनलाइन क्लासहरु लिइरहेको थिएँ त्यसकारण हो त अहिले म भेट्नेवाला छु कि त्यो त अब तपाईँको शुक्रबार शनिबार पर्यो नि त अनि यो आइतबार आज एकजनाको मलाई कुनै पैसा दिनुपर्ने छ म त्यो पैसा गरेर तपाईँ आउँछु है ल Okay, so let me get here everyone. So okay, where I was. Okay, so printing the number from 1 to 100. All right. So now if you want to print the number from 1 to 100, it's very simple. It's very simple everyone. I hope you got it now. So let's say how we can do it. Let's say I can declare a variable I, and I can make for I equals to 0, I less or equal to less or equal to 100, I plus plus. Now what I can do here is simply print I. Sorry, not print I. It's console right. These days I'm working with other programming languages and sometimes it's mixed up. Let me print I. Done. We're done now. Let us run this work. And I hope you understand this code as well. So you can see I printed all the number from 0 to 100. So do you have any question here, anyone? Did you get this program to printing number from 1 to 100? Anyone who has a question, please raise your question. Or if you have understood, write yes. If you have not understood, write no. Avinav, Sabine, Sachin, Niraj, yes. What about girls? What do you think? If you understood or not understood, please confirm me, everyone. If you have not understood, you can simply write no, and I'm going to explain again. Otherwise, I assume that you have understood. So I think are you clear with this, everyone? So now let me get things more tricky. Now let's say I want to print all. Now let's say I want to make the things more tricky again. So instead of printing all those numbers from 0 to 100, now let's say I just want to print all those numbers from 0 to 100 which are even. I want to print all those even numbers. So let's say, and to print the even number, you need to change you need to write some conditional here, and the conditional will be, I will be checking some condition. If, or I can simply do, what I can do is, instead of 0, I can simply either do I is equal to I plus 2. Even this will work. Let me just, instead of this, let me do I equals to I plus s. I plus 2. That's it. This will be one of the very simple way of printing all those even numbers. Let's on and check, and you see 0 to up to 100, all those even numbers. This is one of the trick that you can apply. Otherwise, there is one more steps here. What you can do is to use a conditional statement. If I divided by 2 double equals to 0, then you are going to print this value. Otherwise, you are not going to print the value. You could even do this. If I 1 divided by 2 gives you remainder 0, then that means that's an even number. I am going to print this number. Otherwise, you are not going to print this number. So let me run in solve. Still works the similar way. So you can follow any of the approach. So did you get this question, everyone? So did you get the solution, everyone? If you are having an issue, then please let me know. If you have understood this, then please let me by writing yes. If no, then please write no. Savita, yes. Savin Mahto, yes. Sachin Kesi, okay, you got it. Very nice, everyone. Thank you for the confirmation. Now, let me do the last part for today. One small work here. Let us say I want to print a table of any number, okay, to any limit. So let's see how I can do that. I want to print a table of any number to any limit. For example, if user may ask for the table of 2, and up to he may want the table of 2 up to 20, and your program should print 20 one time equals to 20. Sorry, 2 one time 2, 2 times 4, 2 3 times 6, something like that. So let's say now we can do that. So I just can make 4. Okay, I equals to, okay, let me just have integer I, n, and limit. And I can ask, okay, enter the number whose table is to be found out. Let me just make it speaker. And that is stored in, let's say, A. Again, enter the number, enter the limit for the table. Actually, we don't need this en. We just need a limit variable. I just can tell limit equals to integer pass. Okay, so just have a limit variable here. And now once we have these two variables defined, now I am ready to use a loop. I can make for I equals to, let's say, 1. I is less or equal to limit I plus plus, and I'm going to print the table. And I can print the table as console.writeLine let's say ger x equals to this one. So something into something with something. This is how I want to print the value. Okay. So I want to print a 0th position variable. the one position variable and the two position variable. I want to print a number called a and increment and decrement by I, and I want to multiply a into I. And now you can just console it. So this is going to print the value for a. A means whatever the number I supplied. I means 1, 2, 3, 4 up to limit, and this is going to print a into y. So 1 into 1, let's say 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 4, something like that. So let us run and check. Let's say I want to find the table of 17 and I want to print up to 20. And you see, you got a beautiful table here. Table of 17 without ever memorizing them all. So let me just clear the screen first, and things will be more clear. Let's say I want to find a table of 19 up to 20, and you got the table of 19 here. Very beautiful table. So computer does it for you, everyone. So now you can simply let me know if you have a question here, everyone. If you haven't able to understand this for loop here, so I started with the basics, and you can see that by using a small for loop, you have been able to generate one very complex table. You have been able to create a table of any number to the any limit. So do you understand this, everyone? Did you get this? So please confirm me, everyone, if you have understood this. Please confirm. If you have not understood, then I'm going to repeat it again for you. Savid Mato, yes, everyone has got. Okay, very intelligent. Okay, thank you for your confirmation, everyone, that you have understood this part. This is not really a very easy thing to understand, but since you have understood in the very first attempt, I really appreciate your understanding. So now, I think we should be ending today's session because things are going to be more complicated now. So it's better that we... Just a minute, I got a call, everyone. Sure. मेरो सकिनु भएको छ क्लास. So I hope you... so we can repeat some more stuffs again in tomorrow's session. So I expect every one of you to carry on with the stuff for today, whatever you have learned. I'll just provide you the video link for today, and I will see you tomorrow, everyone, again. So will that work for you, everyone? Okay, so we'll stop for today, and I'll see you tomorrow again. So thank you for attending the session, everyone. You can leave one by one. If you have a question, then you can raise, otherwise you can keep on leaving.